mean to just capture your second victory, make history, and get to take a jump?
Yeah, I mean, in 21, I had an amazing year. Got my first major at KPMG, and just a lot of doubt crept into my mind in 2022 and especially 2023. I heard some outside voices from other people saying that they don't know if I'll ever be able to win another major again, and I stuck to working extremely hard on and off the golf course, and I'm so thankful to have the team that I do. They've gone through all the highs and lows with me, especially Jason. And I just can't be more thankful for the hard work that each and one of them put into it.
What's Jason in particular meant to you?
I honestly don't have any words, just because there are too many. He has been by my side for every single one of my wins out here, and he is, in a sense, he's my punching bag out there. He's my best friend, and he's my teammate. I wouldn't be able to do it without him, because his encouragement on and off the golf course has been amazing, and I'm just so, so, so thankful for him, and I hope he knows it.
Beth Ann?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You had some fantastic shots down the stretch on those last couple of holes. How were you able, with all that was on the line, how were you able to lock in on those moments and pull off those shots?
Obviously, my mind kept wanting to go to 18. It was such a long day. I felt like we were out there. Well, I've been up since 4 a.m., so it has been a long day. But I have to give props to Jason, because he's the one that kept me in it. He's the one that kept telling me a shot at a time. Don't get ahead of yourself. Stick to what's in front of you and work on that.
And how did you push those doubts out that you were referring to earlier?
By having a great team around me, full of positivity and working hard. I mean, hard work will always get you somewhere. So I kept my head down and I worked really, really hard.
Thank you.
On the front and left?
You kind of touched on it earlier, but when you were going through that really tough time with your surgery in your arm, could you have imagined being in this position, winning 5 in a row, tying an LPGA record, just everything that you've been able to do?
Back then, no, because obviously then I was just more scared for my health. Other than competing was kind of on the back seat. I was not thinking about competing at all. But I think all of the sad times and the health scares that I have gone through have made me who I am today. I think it has matured me a lot, and I would say it's shaped me into the person I am today, and I'm very grateful for the ups and downs.
And now I have a little bit of a silly question. I saw that you jumped in with your Richard Mille.
Yeah.
Waterproof?
Yes, it is. not the strap, but it'll be fine.
And then Kent?
Nelly, you've pointed to your team, and the system you have in place is a big reason for your success. How did that system support you today?
Yeah, I mean, I had an early day today. I had 6 holes that I had to finish with my 3rd round. So I had my coach, Jamie Mulligan, with me the entire way. I had Kim making sure that my body was all good, and then obviously my teammate out there, Jason, and we're always together. Even if it's between the rounds, we're always hanging out together. We're joking around, we're keeping it light, and we all know each other so well, and we tell each other almost everything, and I'm so grateful for the friendships that we also have.
And we've talked about you keeping this historic streak to the side. You've now accomplished it. What does this mean to you now that you've won 5 in a row?
It's an amazing feeling, because all the hard work and the doubt that I had in my head from 2021, I worked through it, and it's been an amazing feeling these past couple of weeks, knowing that, that I can go on this stretch, and that if I stay in my bubble and I keep golf, in a sense, simple and let it flow, then I can have so much fun out here. And it's just been an amazing time, and to get 5 in a row, and my lucky number is 13, and for me to get it here in Houston, it to be a major feels even better.
In the front.
Yeah, Jessica, after the
Jessica. We're good.
after the first two front nine birdies,
Yeah.
no one ever came closer than 2 shots to you.
Yeah.
Did you feel like as long as you just kept your head down and made pars and made a couple, you were in control? Or was there ever a time you thought it could slip away, or did you always feel like just keep moving forward and you had control?
Yeah, but the headspace that we were in was take it a shot at a time. Like I bogeyed number 11 after chipping in on 10, and then I hit it into the water on 15. Yeah, 15, and those mistakes kind of. You start to put a little bit more pressure on yourself that you don't know what the other girls are doing ahead of you. You only know what the 2 girls that are playing in the same group. So having Jason tell me that I really need to take it a shot at a time really, really helped.
And also, are you planning to play next week in LA?
Yeah.
And so is that exciting that you could go for 6 that no one else has done?
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this right now, and then I'll think about that. But yeah, it's been an amazing time. Hopefully, keep the streak alive. But I've been so grateful to compete week in, week out, and get the 5 in a row too.
All right, back here.
Were you aware that you'd gone 39 holes without a bogey?
No, I was not. I was thinking, I was like, I wonder when the last time I made a bogey was on number 11, but I was not aware that it was that long.
And throughout that streak, it didn't really look like you even came close to one. You didn't have to make many long putts. And I'm just asking, how do you maintain that, kind of calm, cool, collected headspace? You've credited your team, but, it's just you and Jason out there. How do you
Yeah.
maintain that when, things could have gotten away on 11 and 15?
Yeah, I'm just hitting it really solid, honestly. I was hitting the fairways, and then if I wasn't hitting the fairway, we made sure that, I was going to go center of the green. So we played really smart out there as well. You take your opportunities when you can, especially on reachable par 5s or par 4s that you have a shorter club in. But other than that, you just try to play safe middle of the green.
And then in major championship golf, obviously, how important, are pars in that situation when, it's easy to just say, I can make a par even on, some of the par 5s?
Yeah, I think it's harder being in a position when you're the one ahead. So sometimes people get a really good round going, but for me, I was gonna take my chances on the par 5s where there may be a little reachable. But the golf course was playing so different today with the wind out of the north that we just tried to stick to the game plan. I missed a couple of birdies down the stretch as well, but other than that, we were aggressive when we could be aggressive, and we were smart when we needed to be smart, and that's major championships.
And then last one from me. How do you, or did you ever find yourself daydreaming at all out there? Did you ever think, earlier before you hit the green on 18 that, I'm getting closer to my 5th straight win? Do you ever find that? And if so, what do you do in that situation?
No, I stop myself every single time. Every single time it kind of tried to creep into my head, I stop myself immediately.
All right, Sarah.
Can you just speak to the state of American golf? We know it's in great hands with you, but just as a whole, what maybe even this win means to American golf.
Yeah, I think it's trending in the right direction, not just American golf, but just women's golf in general. I think, you see the past couple of major winners are, Allison won at the U.S. Open and Lilia won here last year. I think we're just performing really well, and I think that's everyone on tour, honestly. It's so hard to win out here, and I say that with all honesty, that it is really, really hard to win out here. The competition is getting harder and harder every year, and I think women's golf is just trending in a great direction, and hopefully we can showcase it to everyone as well.
And then final one for me, is this a moment you dreamed of? I know we talk about little girls' big dreams out here. Is this a moment you dreamed of as a little girl?
For sure, yeah. My first ever major, competing in a major, was at the U.S. Women's Open at Sebonik, and that was when I dreamt of winning major championships, and then to have 2 under my belt now is a dream come true.
All right, in the front again.
You talked about your injury being in your own way mentally. What would you tell little girls to build their mental fortitude?
Honestly, to never give up, to stay patient, to stay your course, and not to compare yourself to others, because everyone has a different path in their life, and to never let the adversities of life or anything take you down, to always rise.
All right, back here.
Nelly, following up from a previous question, we asked you before the tournament, now that you have 5 in a row and a second major, what can this run you're on do to elevate the profile of your sport and kind of get more eyeballs on it week to week, and the great play of you, not just you, but your fellow players too?
Yeah, my answer is going to be the same. It's a stage. We need a stage. We need to be on primetime TV, and we need to showcase the talent that we have out here, which is a lot. And hopefully, we have a bunch of people came out this week. I mean, the crowds were amazing, and that's just what we need. And we also need the support from not just the crowds, but the television networks.
All right, and then one on the Zoom. Brigham, if you want to unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yeah, hey, Nelly, this is Brigham Harris with ABC7 in Sarasota, Bradenton. We have been following you and your victories for the last 3 months. We've just been cheering you on. Your first victory out of these 5 straight came from the Bradenton Country Club. Can you tell me what it was like to sort of start this 5-win journey in a place that you called home for a short amount of time?
Yeah, there's no better place than home. The support that I received that week, and just a whirlwind of the last day that week, was absolutely crazy. And to play in front of a home crowd was a dream come true. And I'm so thankful that everyone came out to support not just me, but the entire tour.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Nelly. Congrats.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.
I'm ending this.
Thank you.